Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name's Andy R and this is the Brotherhood of Men, a channel solely dedicated at getting new men a better outcome. So today's subject, shame, 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 shame. Whatever happened to shame? Well, like most things that women don't like, they got it taken away. Women really don't like taking responsibility, being held accountable for their own mistakes, for their own drama in their lives. They'll bounce from one chaotic drama-filled event to another, to another, to another, until they find themselves in a position that they're being shamed for. And then instead of changing their ways, they change what you're allowed to do. You can't shame them anymore. Well, that's a shame in itself, isn't it? But the shame only goes in one direction now. Have you noticed that it's okay to call a guy fat? Or okay to call him ugly? Or to call him a loser? Or a deadbeat? All of those things. But reverse the roles. Call a woman fat. That's body shaming. She's got 1,001 guys corpsed out behind her as her previous conquests, and you say to her, you're a little bit of a sloot. Can't do that. That's sloot shaming. Do you see? It's all in one direction. Now, I hate hypocrisy like this. I hate double standards like this. And hate is a strong word because I really do dislike it. I hate it. But instead of changing their ways, shame was a great motivator. Tell someone they're overweight and they'll go, yeah, I'm a bit overweight. But they won't do anything about it because overweight doesn't sound too bad. Tell them they're fat, obese, clinically obese, morbidly obese, which means that you carry on this way and you're actually going to kill yourself by eating. All of a sudden, it focuses the mind a bit more. You start thinking, I need to change my ways. You know, there's an old saying that goes, death is nature's way of telling you to slow down. And a heart attack is nature's way of telling you to change your ways. I know. I had a heart attack over 10 years ago. Very mild one. It didn't actually do any damage to my heart. It was a narrowing of an artery. They stuck a stent in there, you know. I'm fitter now than before I knew I was ill. But I changed my ways. I changed the way I ate. I changed the way I exercised. I changed a lot of things in my life because it was a wake-up call for me. It shamed me that this happened to me, and I used that positively because that's what shame really is. It's a positive motivator for you to change the bad things in your life. But women don't like to face responsibility. They don't like to own up to doing something bad. You don't get fat overnight. You didn't wake up one morning and go, oh my God, where did all this come from? No. One mouthful at a time, one meal at a time, one cookie, one piece of extra sugar, one extra, whatever it might be, piles on the weight, and you get big. And it has to come off that way. You're not going to wake up one morning and go, oh, it's all gone. Worried me that did. No, it takes hard work and determination. It's far more fun putting it on than it is taking it off. But somebody shamed you into doing that. Said, look at you, you're getting a bit fat in the body there. You're not very attractive. Oh, not very attractive. Okay, that's what we guys do. Oh, I'm looking a bit of a slob. I'm you know, my belt's tight. My shirts don't fit anymore. Oh, a woman will just go out and buy new clothes. It's an excuse to go shopping. And whilst I'm going shopping, I'll have a cookie with it. Yeah, that's really going to help. But you can't say that to a woman because that's fat shaming. That's body shaming. Well, don't have a shameful body. And then nobody can body shame you. You sleep with 1,001 guys. So, you can't say anything. That's sloot shaming. Well, stop being a shameful sloot, and then nobody can sloot shame you. Do you see how easy it is for women to, instead of changing the bad behaviour, changing what you're allowed to say about the bad behaviour? Well, I'm not politically correct. Now, this video might get taken down and I might get a strike on it because all I'm doing is saying truths. The truth is that if you're acting in a shameful manner, you're going to get shamed for it. Stop acting in a shameful manner. Stop doing the things that, one, are harming you, and two, give people ammunition. You're basically building the bullets for your detractors to fire at you. And here's the kicker. Here's the real insight here. It's not we men who, once again, get blamed for all of this behaviour, who are actually shaming the women. It's other women who do it. And they don't like that. They don't like, a woman doesn't like to be held accountable, but she certainly likes to be a critic. It's easy to be a critic. It's easy to be a movie critic, a theatre critic, an eating critic, a restaurant critic, any kind of critic. It's easy. You go in and criticise somebody who can do what you can't. That's easy. I could be any of those critics. I could go to a movie and go, this movie's rubbish, and then write a whole paragraph or a whole article about why I thought it was rubbish. I can't make a movie. I can barely make these videos. But I wouldn't know the first thing about editing a movie together, writing a script and doing it. So I can't do it, but I can criticise a movie. Do you see? Women love to be critics, and they love to be critics of other women. And then we men get the blame for that criticism. Oh no, you can't do that. That's body shaming a woman, and that's misogynistic. Well, I'm sorry, but you clearly don't understand what a misogynist is. That's somebody who actually physically hates women. I don't hate women. My brothers out there don't hate women. What we dislike is the women we're being offered in the Western world. We dislike the chaos and drama that comes with them. We dislike the fact that they've allowed themselves to become clinically obese. They're the fattest they've ever been in history. They're the most chaotic they've ever been in history. Why? But if we point that out, we're the baddies. No. Shame was a great motivator. And it's a shame that it's gone. Or at least they think it is. I don't think shame's gone. I think shame needs to have a resurgence. I think shame needs to be brought back into the spotlight for both men and women. If you're acting in a shameful manner, you should be shamed for it. You should be shameful. Stop acting shamefully. So that's what I think about shame. I think it's a useful tool. I think it's a motivator. I think it's a great way for us men, if somebody tells us something about ourselves and we go, yeah, I feel ashamed that I've let myself go, or I feel ashamed that I'm doing that, or I'm stagnating, or I'm allowing a bad situation to continue. We do something about it. We man up. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go and watch the video, man up. What that really means. It's not like how women use it in a derisory and derogatory manner against men. Oh, you need to man up, which just means, oh, do what I want. No, man up actually means a man makes the tough decisions. He analyses, he collates, he gets information, and then he makes the tough decisions. That's what man up really means. And when we're faced with something glaring in our face that we're doing wrong, we man up. We feel ashamed of our behaviour and we change it. Women try and avoid changing their ways because they have to first agree that they've done something wrong before they can change. And women don't like to agree that they've done something wrong. They're perfect beings. They never make her up. They're all 10s. Yeah, right. It's laughable sometimes. So, do you agree with me? Do you think that shame is or was a good motivator, that or was a good incentive to change something about yourself that was shameful? And that women have done what they usually do, which is avoid all responsibility, avoid accountability, and instead have put the blame on men again, as though we're the ones that were shaming them, when in actual fact it's other women shaming women, because that's easy to be a critic. Anyway, if you do, leave it down in the comments below. Oh, also, just at the end of this video, for those of you who are still watching, thank you to my new subscribers. Welcome to the Brotherhood. I hope you're enjoying the content. And to my existing brothers, hey, you were there from the beginning. You guys, you know, you're solid. You're just great. Anyway, I'm going for a cup of tea because I think I've deserved one. And you guys out there, you take care of yourself. And don't be ashamed to do so. See what I did there? Anyway, take care of yourself, because if you don't, who will? I'll talk to you soon, my brothers. Goodbye now.